Hello everyone and welcome to POWERBOOST lunch meditation. What is spiritual intellect? Why do we need it? And how does it help in our life? I will start by sharing a story. Once upon a time, a very strong woodcutter asked for a job in a timber merchant. And he got it. And he was very happy because the pay was really good. And because of that, he really was so determined to do his best. And his boss gave him an axe and showed him the area where he was supposed to work. And the first day, the woodcutter was able to cut 18 trees. Boss was very happy. He said, "Congratulations, very good job. Go on that way." And he was very motivated for the boss' words. And that's why the woodcutter tried even harder in the next day. But what was the end result? Only 15 trees. The third day, he decided, now I have to try even harder. But he was able to cut only 10 trees. Day after day, he was cutting less and less trees. And he was thinking, it must be that I'm losing my strength. And then he went to the boss and he said, "I'm very sorry. I don't understand what was going on." And the boss asked, "When was the last time you sharpened your axe?" "Sharpen? I had no time to sharpen my axe," he said. "I have been very busy trying to cut trees." This is the story. And I think that many of us, we are able to recognize ourselves from this story. So, there has to be time to do what is really important. And if I am a woodcutter, I really have to take care that my axe is sharp. Then the work is easy, and it's not so much about the strength of the body, but the axe has to be very sharp. We have a paras intellect, all of us, and this intellect is spiritual intellect, and this intellect is very sharp. And in order to get very sharp, spiritual, godlike intellect, which can understand and also do proper decisions after discernment, what is good for me and what is not good for me. And also in the deep spiritual level, in meditation, we really need this paras intellect, God-like intellect. Because with this intellect, we are able to separate the soul and the body. The physical world, we see that more like a story, and the soul within the role inside of the costume is like an actor. And there has to be this spiritual intellect in order to understand it and experience it. And when we use the spiritual paras intellect, we are able to see the whole big picture, who we are, where we are coming from, these tiny beings of light, that we are just visitors, we are just guests in this stage where drama is played. So eternal and invisible becomes very natural when we are using this best possible intellect. And when we use this intellect, there is no desires, because soul really feels to be complete and full and perfect. Nothing is lacking, and because nothing is lacking, there is no desires, and there is no sorrow either, because desires and sorrow goes hand in hand. So when we use Paras intellect, everything is best, everything is perfect. So what should we do that we can use this Paras intellect? All of us, we have it, but in the same way than the woodcutter, he had an axe, but he forgot to sharpen the axe. And that's why it's not enough that I heard this spiritual knowledge and I understand it and I like it, I believe it. Every day reminders are needed, and that's when we are sharpening our axe. And when the intellect is very, very sharp, our everyday life becomes so much more easier. Not because of that there is no more challenges or some difficulties in our lives, but we are able to see everything from completely different perspective, from the perspective of invisible being of light, who is an actor and who is just acting the temporary role in the temporary drama. And this awareness gives us access to all soul's qualities: peace, love, happiness, purity, wisdom. Everything is within the soul. But only with Paras intellect we are able to experience it, because this wise intellect can understand and remember that that's the truth and not forget. If the intellect is weak, intellect is easily forgetting the spiritual truth. So now let's have a moment of meditation practice, and we can take good posture. And if you like, you can keep your eyes open. Then it is easier to be alert. There is this invisible actor, like a living star. And this invisible star is completely separate from the body. Body is a role costume. And the living star is an actor. That living star is the real self, the only self. And secondly, seeing the difference between the world of light and the physical world. Seeing the physical world as a drama stage. There is so many different role characters, and that story is excellent story. Whatever is happening there, it happens according to the script. So let's take this kind of attitude towards everything what is physical. And it includes the role I am playing. So in this case, Ella is part of that play. Ella is a role character, and I am an actor, invisible star from another dimension. Let's experience another dimension. This is very interesting, attractive dimension. It is best of the best, perfect, complete. No ego, no ignorance. This is the world of light. This is the world of living stars. This is the world where actors are living. This is home. Eternal, silent home of all living stars. This is the home of God as well, because God is a point of light, living star, just like every other soul. There is still a big difference. This supreme soul is always soul-conscious soul, always aware of truth. And this one soul is the ocean of knowledge. This one soul is truth. And this one soul has all the beautiful qualities we have been searching from people and achievements and from objects. A living star is a very powerful, but in the company of the one who is the Almighty, then there is a double power, double strength. And this Supreme Being is always full of love, compassion. Every soul is a child of the Supreme. And living stars are godlike beings. And Para's intellect can understand this, can experience it, can remember it. This is very, very natural and normal when we are using that sharp intellect. Experiencing the company of spiritual family where everyone is included. All those beautiful beings of light, and also the company of the one who is the best company for any soul. Invisible mother, father, teacher, and a friend. No need to be alone anymore. This companionship is there for 24/7. So when it is time to play my role, it is possible to stay in this remembrance by using the Para's intellect. I am a living star, and I keep the highest company with me. This is like a background music while an actor is acting a role, and seeing others as well with the same vision. Seeing the divine living star, the actor in everyone. No matter what type of role they are acting, it doesn't matter at all. Because when the drama finishes, all the actors go home, and all the actors are very beautiful, pure, godlike beings. So with Para's intellect, this becomes very vivid experience. So let's sharpen our X every day. Om Shanti. Thank you.